APA 7 refers to the documentation and formatting style present in the 7th edition of the Publication Manual of the American Psychological Association. This video addresses 4 topics about APA 7. 1. Library resources designed to help you format and cite your paper according to APA standards. 2. How to cite your sources in the body of your paper. 3. How to cite your sources at the end of your paper. 4. How to format your paper according to APA standards. The library maintains a web page of resources designed to help you cite your sources and format your paper correctly according to APA standards. You can find a link to this page in the YouTube video description. You can also find a print copy of the APA manual at the library reference desk. Now let's move on to citing your sources in the body of your paper. This is essential. In the APA style, you cite your sources twice. In the body of your paper, as you use someone else's words or information, you add an in-text citation. Then, at the end of your paper, you list all the sources that you used at any point in your paper. This is called your reference list. In our experience, student writers sometimes provide a reference list, but no in-text citations. This is wrong and could lead to accusations of plagiarism. Sometimes students provide in-text citations, but no reference list. This too is wrong. You must cite both in the body of your paper and on your reference list. And there's a good reason why. The purpose of a documentation system is to allow readers to track down your sources. So your reader, having found an in-text citation, turns to the reference list for complete information about your source of information. When do you need to cite a source? You need to cite a source when you quote that source. You need to cite when paraphrasing that source. That is, putting someone else's information into your own words. You also need to cite when using images, graphs, data, and other information that you did not personally create. Here's a general rule. When in doubt, cite. If you're not sure if you need to cite a source, then go ahead and add a citation. Citations in the body of your paper are sometimes called in-text citations. The typical in-text citation has the author's last name, a comma, the year of publication, a comma, and the page number, if there is a page number. All of these details matter. If your citation leaves out the commas, the period after the page number abbreviation, or adds or deletes spaces between words, then it's wrong. Pay attention to these details. There are other variations of in-text citations, such as those for multiple authors, anonymous authors, works by corporate authors, or sources with no page numbers, such as web pages. To see more of these in-text citations, go to our online APA help guide and click on In-Text Citations. At the end of your paper, you will provide a reference list. This is a complete list of all the sources that you used in your paper. Whether you used a source once or 100 times, you list it here once. Write references in bold print at the top. List your sources in alphabetical order. Every line after the first one within a citation is indented half an inch. This is called hanging indent. Different types of sources, such as books, scholarly journal articles, videos, tweets, and web pages, must be cited differently. The library's APA guide has a handout illustrating how to cite these different types of sources in your reference list. Each section of the handout lists the type of source and provides an example. Each element of the citation is labeled with numbers that correspond to a key at the bottom of that section. The details are especially important here. Here's a sample citation from a scholarly journal article. Pay close attention to what is capitalized and what is not capitalized, what is italicized and what is not italicized, what is in parentheses and what is not in parentheses, where commas and periods go and don't go. If you capitalize the first letter of a word that is not supposed to be capitalized, your citation is wrong. If you put a period where there should be a comma, or the reverse, then your citation is wrong. If you put in regular text something that should be italicized, or the reverse, then your citation is wrong. All of these details matter in APA documentation. There are two specific topics that I would like to address, as they often cause confusion among students working with APA. First, never write out a source author's first or middle name. Just provide the author's last name and initials for the first and middle name. This is different from MLA rules and thus often confuses students who have experience writing in the MLA style. APA has this rule to remove gender bias from readers. If a reader is unable to determine an author's gender, the reader is less likely to make gender-based decisions about an author. Second, the DOI. DOI stands for Digital Object Identifier. It's a unique serial number that many scholarly publications have. If your source has a DOI, it will probably be listed with the publication information. If your source doesn't have a DOI, then don't worry about it. Now that we've addressed citing your sources in the body of your paper and on the reference list, let's address formatting your paper. Again, our APA guide can help you. Click on Example Paper to see a correctly formatted APA paper. You can model your paper after this one. We also have a blank Word document that already has APA formatting set up. If you like, you can download this file onto your computer and use it to write your paper. Here are some general rules for formatting your paper. You need a title page set up, like that of our sample paper, and providing similar information. You need page numbers in the upper right corner of each page. Your title should be in bold print, but nothing else on the title page should be in bold print. Your title should be in bold print on the first page of text. You need 1-inch margins along all sides. Your paper should be double-spaced. Your text color should be black. Use one and only one typeface throughout your paper. Use a conventional typeface such as Arial or Times New Roman. Your text size should be between 10 and 12 points. There should be no extra blank lines between paragraphs. The first line of each paragraph should be indented 1/2 inch. That's our summary of APA 7. We've covered a lot. If you need more help, please contact a librarian. We can provide detailed, specific help with your research and documentation needs.